Ducky, welcome back, bud. Appreciate you coming back to Cops Talk Show.
Yeah, that's fine. Thank you for having me. It's been a while.
Oh
Um,
yeah,
think what last? When was that at the be? When was it? When was I on your show last time? Was it at the beginning of the year or the end of last year?
it was right before the October investigations of
Oh,
last.
really? Okay. That's cool.
Yeah. So we'll get when we get a few people in here after they find out we're alive. Uh,
You always have to check, right?
yeah,
Because you just never know with this technical stuff if you're actually live or not.
yeah. This is crazy.
How
Uh,
is Restream? Do you like it?
I do like Restream. It's a little bit more different than StreamYards.
Yeah, because you used to be with StreamYard.
Yeah, I can navigate around StreamYard with my eyes closed, but
Yeah.
here lately, this right here is totally different.
Abyss. Matt's in the room. Abyss is in the room. May's in the room.
Hey, everybody that just come in, appreciate each and every one of you. Got you guys shared out. Appreciate that, Vicky. We got Lisa from Australia.
Oh
Appreciate
wow.
her so much. Uh, so tell us a little bit about your paranormal, what you got in, how you got into it, and everything like that.
It's it's kind of a two-parter story. Uh, when I was like, I think most people are like this, but when I was about 9 or 10, I could see things other people couldn't see.
Yeah,
So that I've always been around it some way, some shape or another. But I never actually got into doing investigations till about 12 years ago. I met up with this local group, um, and I was always interested in going out and doing it. But um, yeah, so it was about 12 years, 13 years ago. I met up with this group. I went out with them, and that's when I really got hooked. And I got my very first investigation was a home investigation.
yeah,
So it wasn't out like in a business or like a park or a bridge or anything like those, but it was a home investigation. And
yeah,
these people were having some bad experiences in their home, and so I got thrown into the fire pretty quickly with that first investigation,
yeah,
and they I you, and I think you're the exact same way I am. I'm not huge on the demonic thing. I think it's overdone, overused,
yeah,
and I think something's being happening in your home, like something's being thrown all of a sudden. It's a poltergeist or it's a demon, which which in all honesty is not the case. You
yeah,
could just have a very pissed off spirit.
yeah,
You know what I mean? So I don't like to throw around that demonic word, but these people were having um, how do I put this? They were having experiences that were far more um, what's the word? Far more. I don't want to say advanced, but far more worse than just going into a place and talking or communicating with the spirit through your SB7. These people were having the kids were getting scratched. The dog didn't even want to go to a certain part of the house, or it
yeah,
was all those kind of things. And when the kids are getting scratched, that's when it's time to get involved
yeah,
and to find out what's going on. So this local group had they got called from this family, and so we went in there, and when to put it bluntly or to put it easily on what I see, when I see a spirit, it's usually a black mass,
yeah,
and I can't see facial features and I can't hear them. But I know if it's a male or female uh,
yeah,
spirit. So, but when I see something more on the, again, I hate using this word, demonic side, it's more of a black translucent smoke, and it floats. It moves around the room really, really slowly. I think we've discussed this before.
yeah,
And so, as soon as I started working up to the doorstep, I knew right away. And at that time, like in all honesty, in my lifetime, I've seen 4 or 5. So these people that you're watching on YouTube that are seeing him every single week, it's just not reality.
Yeah.
To be honest, and or even on TV and stuff like that. It's just not reality. It just doesn't happen that way. And obviously, when it comes to TV, it's all sensationalized, right? So they have to keep up ratings, and that's why, you know. And I know somebody's in the room right now that doesn't like this individual, but that's why he sees demons every week, or he's attacked every week, or something happens every week that, it's just out of this world, is because they're trying to keep their ratings up so they can stay on TV. So, but anyways, other than that, as soon as I walked into this place, I looked over to my left and it was right there in the room, and it was floating and it was going very, very slowly. And I knew right away what was going on in this house, and it was bad. It was bad. I won't get into all the particulars on how bad it was, but it was really, really bad. And I didn't realize how bad it was until I got there, because I wasn't told everything. So at the beginning of all of that, when I said all this, I said I was thrown right into the fire right away, and that was my very first investigation that I'd ever done. And it in all honesty, made me really question, do I want to continue doing this? Like, is this something I'm going to encounter all the time? You know what I mean? And then obviously reality set in, and realizing after going out on many investigations, a lot of times when people are calling you, for, especially when it comes to a house investigation, most of the time it has nothing to do with anything spiritual. Any ghosts, it could be something something going on with the house, or something going on with the wiring in the house. And it could be a lot of different things, because there have been many investigations that we did that we walked into the house, there was nothing going on in the house, and then we found out their electrical wiring needed to be changed. And that's why everything was going crazy. You know what I mean? But so that's where it really all began for me. And then about 6 years ago, I decided to start my own group, and that's where Huntophobia came. I think it's been about 6 years. I think that's where Huntophobia started. I wanted to go out and do my own investigations, which I did. I got a group of people with my son and a few other people that I got a couple of film camera people, and that's where Huntophobia really started, right? And then we were doing investigations, and then all of a sudden I got notified by Paraflix, and I started putting videos up on Paraflix. And if there's anybody interested in the room, because if I don't shout this out for Paraflix, then I will feel bad that I didn't do it. So if you're interested in downloading an app, it's called Paraflix. And if you want to watch everything paranormal, that's where you want to go. And these are real investigations. It's not like what you see on YouTube. And there's a lot of different things on there. There's podcasts on there. There's music videos on there. There's live investigations, all kind documentaries, all kinds of things. And if you want, you can use Huntophobia as your promo code, and you'll get a discount on your monthly or your yearly bill. I think it is. I think it's like $1.99 a month or something like that. So you get a discount on that. So you just use the promo code Huntophobia, and you'll get a discount. So yeah. So really, Huntophobia all became 6 years ago. I really started getting into investigations. I started doing a little bit of traveling. I went to the UK. I've been to the States. So I've been kind of to a lot of different places with the Huntophobia brand. Yeah. So that's where it all really began.
You still have to come to North Carolina.
I have been to North Carolina.
Yeah,
I've been in North Carolina a few times, but it wasn't under paranormal investigations. I happened to be dating somebody that lived in North Carolina, and that was a long time ago. But I was meant to go to North Carolina back in 2020, but I think that's when it was the tail end of COVID that I was supposed to be coming down there, and I was supposed to meet up with David Taylor, and may he rest in peace, David Taylor. And I was supposed to meet with a bunch of people, but it was at the tail end of COVID, so they didn't let me go through. So I got denied.
Yeah.
So now it's funny. Every time I go to the States, I have to go to the back office and find out why I'm going there, what I'm doing. And it's like it's a big ordeal
Yeah.
every time I go to the States now. And I'll be honest, it sometimes pulls me away from going to the States because
Yeah.
of what I go through to get into the States.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, so I was supposed to be there with David Taylor, and a bunch of us were supposed to meet up, and because I got denied at the border, I never ever went, and we never ever scheduled to me to come down again. So, and that's disappointing because I really wanted to investigate with David Taylor and everybody that was coming, and it's too bad it didn't happen.
Yeah.
But like I always say, things happen for a reason, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where all did you go when you went to the UK?
Oh Lord, we did 11 investigations in 14 nights. I was there for a month.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did all kinds of different spots. We did the mausoleum, which is a popular one because of the Ghoul Gang doing it a couple times on Global Ghost Hunt. We did Sherwood Forest. We did the 14. I forget what it's called. The 1914. It's the 14 T's room, which was a fantastic place. We were pleasantly surprised after that investigation and what we got. But yeah, we did 11 places in 14 days, so that was a lot of fun. Sherwood Forest was on my bucket list.
Yeah.
Great place. If you ever get a chance to go to the UK and do investigations, you have to go to the Sherwood Forest. You
Yeah.
have to.
We're going next year. Next October, we're actually going to the UK. So,
Where are you going?
we're going down south, down around Basingstoke area.
Who's going? You and your wife?
Me and my wife and my cousin are going.
Okay. So you in the Southampton and stuff like that? Is that down in
Yes.
that area?
Yeah. And that's
Well, then you got to look up the Ghoul Gang because they live in Southampton, and they'll take you to that mausoleum. Great spot, man. Great spot.
cool.
We captured some amazing evidence at that location with the
Yeah.
cap, especially with the cat ball.
That'd be awesome.
We were asking questions, and the cat ball was lighting up like that every time we asked. Well, at least every time I asked a question. But the mausoleum, if you get anybody's in the room, get a chance to go to the Global Ghost Hunt YouTube channel and look for the mausoleum. Great location, awesome location.
Uh, let's see. I lost train of thought now. I was
No,
going
that's okay.
to.
I will say the mausoleum is a great spot and it's a great story.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's funny. Like I've been seeing videos of the mausoleum of other investigators going there now as well, and they're capturing evidence at this place. Like
Sorry, I don't mean to interrupt you, but
no,
this
go
is the
ahead.
guy that we're going to the UK to meet. We're going to meet the Spirit Brothers UK, him and his partner there.
Yeah,
His other half of the Spirit Brothers.
has he ever been to the Sherwood Forest?
I'm not sure. He's been some awesome locations over there. We're going to be meeting up with him. We're going to go do a bunch of locations over there while we're there.
Yeah, we captured an amazing something amazing off the SB7 with the in the Sherwood Forest, and that was Lex. Lex asked a question, and he got an immediate response, and it was very, very clear the response.
Yeah.
Those videos will eventually come up on YouTube, but what I normally do is I put like 15 or 20 minutes up on YouTube of that video, and then the rest of it goes up on, or the whole video goes up on Paraflix.
Yeah.
It's been a while since I put something up on Paraflix, but I am going to eventually have probably about 17 or 18 videos going up on Paraflix soon, within the next year.
I know this ain't paranormal, but tell us a little bit about your acting career. How you think a little bit about that?
It's been dry for the last few months, but I got into acting when I was about 20. I did a lot of TV shows and some commercials and stuff like that. And I ended up leaving the business and that's another story for another day. So I ended up leaving, but then I went back about 5 years ago, 5.5 years ago, and it's been going super, super, super well. Like I've done quite a few TV shows. I did a movie last year that should be coming out this year. I got some self tapes that I have to do tonight for a TV show and a commercial after this show. So I did another one last night for a voiceover for a commercial. So it's been going extremely well. It's just been dry the last several months, but unfortunately, that's what happens in this business. And a couple of weeks ago or 3 weeks ago, I came close. It was down to somebody. It was down to me and somebody else for a commercial that I really wanted, and I was on hold for like a week, and I really wanted this commercial, and it was down to me and somebody else. Unfortunately, the other person got it, so that was a little disappointing. But it is what it is, but the acting's done really well, and it's funny you mention it because the last month or so, I've been getting a lot of messages going, "Were you on this TV show?" I go, "Yeah." I just saw you on TV. And this has been a lot of people in the States. So a lot of these people, and it's funny, Nando from Portal to the Paranormal, he saw me, I think it was a couple of months ago. He was sitting with his son. He goes, "Isn't that your friend from Canada?" And you had to take a second look, and it goes, "Yeah." So a lot of these TV shows that I filmed over the last several years have been, a lot of them have been coming back, which is great.
Cool.
But no, it's going well. It's going well, and I've done well. It's just there's room to do better. You know what I mean? So hopefully, out of these three things that I've done over the last couple of days, hopefully I'll pick up something from that. So
okay, cool.
You know what? At the end of the day, like, all you can do is do your self tape, do your audition, close the door behind you, and forget about it. Because as soon as you do that, it's out of your hands. You can't do anything about it. Either they want you or they don't. That's it. That's all it is. That's all you can do. So Vicky messaged me one time saying, "I think I just saw you on TV." I go, "Yeah." She goes, I go, "What did you see?" And she goes, "Yeah, that's me." So yeah.
Matt, he wants your autograph.
Why? Why? You know me. You don't need my autograph, and that stuff I'm not comfortable with. So yeah.
Spirit Brother there said Sherwood Forest is.
There you go. It's beautiful. House. We captured some really good evidence at Sherwood Forest, especially around the tree. Now, I will say there's a fence that goes around that big tree, and that tree is over 1,000 years old, right? And it's held up by, like, it's held up right now, like, because it's so old. But anyways, we captured some amazing evidence with the SP7 around that tree. And then we walked further down the path and we captured some amazing evidence off the SP7 as well. But yeah, definitely. I don't know if you've been there, but yeah, I recommend anybody going there.
Is the Parapost, is that still up and about? I mean, I'm on Parapost, like the Facebook group thing.
Yeah.
Is that still going, or
Parapost Network Central is still on Facebook? Yep. Okay. Parapost Network, the app, has been brought down.
Okay.
Because there's plans in the future to, yeah.
So
that has been brought down, but there's plans. There's news coming about that down the road.
So I can go ahead and take that app off my phone right now.
I don't know. Like, you can still have the app on your phone. Yeah, for sure. Okay. But when this stuff is happening, like, we're going to make an announcement. Basically what's going to happen is you're going to be asked to update it.
Okay.
Yeah. That's all you're going to be. And there's going to be an update. There's going to be a major update on it. So it might take a little while. But yeah, there is something big coming on down the road with that. I know that's why I asked. I have to pick on you, or you'll think something is wrong. Oh, okay. So you're taking over for Raymond then. He's filling Raymond's spot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So my
There you
next
go. There you go. I will take you there, brother, when you visit me and my wife. You'll love Sherwood Forest. That tree is just absolutely amazing.
if
Really
y'all
is.
please go check out the Spirit Brothers UK because he's been a really good friend of mine. We've been talking for about 2 years on the phone or
Oh wow.
emails or whatever.
Yeah.
So we've been really good friends for a pretty good while now.
Yeah. And that's that's the beauty of this industry, right?
It is.
Because it's like everywhere, like it's everywhere around the world. It's a very I always like to put it, it's a very small community, but it's very big at the same time,
Yeah.
if you know what I mean by that. And that's great because I've made lots of friends over in the
Yeah.
UK. I've made friends in Australia, all because of the paranormal.
Yeah.
And that is the great thing about this industry, or this field, or however you want to put it. You meet all these great people and get to go to all these great places. But obviously, there's a downside to this industry as well, as we all know.
Yeah.
And but the positive side is what makes me love this industry so much, or this field.
Lisa's got a question for you
Yeah.
there, though. So, Brian, do you have a favorite place to do your paranormal?
Yeah, I got several actually. About 20 minutes from here, there's a bridge that I absolutely love. I've had some amazing paranormal experiences there. I like the Blue Ghost Tunnel, which is really, really popular. And you'll see videos on YouTube about that Blue Ghost Tunnel. I love the streaming tunnel. There's a place about 5 hours from me. Um, it's a it's a jail, abandoned jail, which is absolutely incredible. It's about 5.5 hours. I've been there like 3 times, and outside of outside of Canada, the Octagon Hall was pretty awesome in Kentucky. I love the Octagon Hall. Wasn't overly keen about Bobby Mackey's, to be honest.
Yeah.
I thought Bobby Mackey's was, to me, is more about hype than anything. I know Raymond was a huge fan of Bobby Mackey's. I went once. I would, if it was still around, I wouldn't go back, to be honest. In the UK, when I was in the UK, I would say, as I said, Sherwood Forest was probably one of my favorite spots. Um, the Mausoleum was another spot I loved in the UK, and so yeah, so there's there's quite a few spots that are my favorite. If I could pick one, I wouldn't be able to pick just one.
Yeah.
There's a place about 5.5 hours from me, 6 hours from me. It's an abandoned sawmill, um, that um, I won't get into too much of it because it's probably going to be a question you're going to ask me later. So, but that was probably one of my most scariest
Yeah.
places that I'd been. And I don't really get scared
Yeah.
at all. And I know what to expect, or what not to expect sometimes. But yeah, so there's a lot of places on that would be up there as well for one of the scariest places that I've been. Yeah.
I remember you did the this last global ghost hunt that you did a church, a cemetery,
I did a cemetery, yeah.
and I remember you was walking to the church or you was walking to another cemetery or something there, and you got lost or something. Was that?
Oh, that was walking to the cemetery. I
Yeah.
didn't realize we parked at where the bridge is.
Yeah.
And the bridge, I've done a few investigations at that bridge as well, because that bridge is haunted and a girl has been seen and heard at this bridge. But yeah, I didn't realize how far of a walk it was.
Yeah.
I thought it was only like a 30 or 40-second walk. It ended up being like a 10-minute walk. Anyways, one of the The reason I love that cemetery, it's not very big. It's actually quite small. I had an old colleague, paranormal investigator, that she went there, and she captured an actual spirit walking around the corner of a church, and you can actually see the full body of the spirit, just walking along and going around a corner, and it's actually really, really super cool.
Yeah.
If I could find it, I'll send you the link so you can see it.
Okay.
But I've seen, like, obviously I see apparitions and stuff like that, and I see them. But this one was so cool. Just as you could see it, just walking and walking around the corner. It was amazing. And she captured it on film. And the funny thing is, she didn't even realize she captured it. I showed it to her.
Yeah.
I said, "Do you have no idea what you captured here?" And she goes, "What?" And I go to this time, go to this party, this part of your video. The time is here. Go there. Tell me what you see.
Yeah.
And she goes, "Holy crap! I never noticed that." And it was amazing. But that's one of the reasons why I went there.
Yeah.
Because because we've captured stuff off the SB7 at that place as well. So it is a pretty cool place, and there obviously spirit has been seen there and videotaped or video recorded, not videotaped. What am I in the 90s? Video recorded, and yeah, so that's one of the spots that I love. Originally, I was supposed to go to a church. But it ended up the land is being sold, so it ends. It's you can't get in it anymore. It's completely boarded up.
Yeah.
And you were able to just go.
I think your mic's messed up. Your voice cut out.
Oh, did it?
Yeah.
How's that?
I didn't hear that last part you was talking.
I said the church is all boarded up now, so you can't really. Obviously, you can't go into it. It's the land is being sold.
Yeah.
I was actually interested in possibly hooking up with somebody and purchasing the land, but then I found out the land is about $19.9 million. So, and then the actual property taxes are around $8 million a year. So that kind of went out the door really, really quickly. So yeah, so that went down the tubes really. But it's too bad that they're going to be tearing. Whoever buys the property, it's too bad they're going to be tearing it down because it's an amazing, amazing location, and I love that place. That's probably, if I were to pick any place out of my list, that would probably be my number one place to go to because we've captured so much activity at this place, so much.
The spirit brother there, he got you a question. When you visit the UK, did you head down south? We have some amazing places down here, abandoned prisons.
No, we didn't. Which now that I'm looking at that and reading that, it's too bad I didn't. It just wasn't on the list of the places that we did.
Yeah.
So, but if I get down to the UK, which I'm hoping to do over the next year or two, we'll see if we can hook up, maybe do some. I didn't even know there were abandoned prisons down there. So, down the south area. Now, are these places you can just go into, or do you have to book these places, or, are they owned by somebody that you have to book?
Okay, Lisa. Thank you so much for coming in. You too, Baker. Appreciate you too.
Thank you for coming in. Yeah.
I'm not sure. So you got some places over there that I think are going to book. I know there's a pub over there that we're going to try to do. I believe that's what he told me.
Yeah.
And
that's cool.
Hey, Dan. And maybe we're going to do some castles, and hopefully we get to do that 5,000-year-old cemetery that they got over there.
Oh, wow.
That, so.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. And that's the big thing about That's the great thing about the UK is the history is so much richer than North
Yeah.
America. And I always say, like, I always find that, and I always say this, like, I find that um, the spirits and paranormal in the UK is a lot different from North America spirit
Yeah.
and paranormal stuff. And the energy, like, I could feel the energy as soon as you walk off the plane.
Yeah.
In the UK, and that's why that's why you watch some of these videos of people in the UK and just listening to some of the history and some of the evidence they capture is absolutely amazing. We captured some amazing evidence while we were there,
Yeah.
so I can't wait to bring out these videos and just for everyone to see what we captured. Some of the stuff we captured was amazing.
Oldest prison in the UK, we only pay
Oh,
15
that's
cents.
amazing. 15 pounds. That's fantastic.
Yeah, I can't wait to get over there. We're going in October next year, so we're going to stay
Yeah.
9 days. And
You're gonna have everything ready and set to go, eh? All your equipment and stuff like that to go.
yeah, it's
And
all.
don't and it's interesting because that was one of the things I was worried about when I went down to the UK because I was bringing all this equipment.
Yeah.
Because when I was going over to the States, I got stopped and they were asking me, "What's this? What's that? What's this?"
Yeah.
In the UK, it was like, "Nice to see you. Welcome. Good luck to you." They didn't even go through my bag. They didn't even ask me why you here. Nothing. It was just, and it's funny because when people come to the Canada, it's the same thing. But when you enter the States, it's like they're already condemning you as a terrorist. Like, I'm going down there to film paranormal. Like, I'm
Yeah.
not going down there to do anything else. Well, then they ask you 40 questions. Well, how'd you get in the paranormal? Why are you doing it? Why are you filming there? Why aren't you filming in Canada? It's like, dude, I'm just going down to, you know, to film to have some fun. Like, what's going on?
Yeah.
I just find entering the States, it's like you got to jump through hoops. Any other country you go to, it's like they're welcoming you, going, "Hey, thank you for coming,"
Yes.
to England, to the UK, But in
Yeah.
the States, it's completely different. Like, I don't know why they're so, Well, I understand in some aspects, but
Yes.
but God, it's like a different world when you're going to the States. You know what I mean? Like, and I don't have a problem with States. I got a lot of friends in the States. I find the border patrol is absolutely ridiculous when it comes
Yeah.
to going in the States, and the same thing at the airports as well too. Oh, what happened there?
I don't know. Hey, Winter Homestead, how you doing?
My camera disconnected.
Ah.
Let me see if I can get that back up. That's weird. That's never happened. Okay, weird.
Hey, Native Wild Man, how you doing, buddy?
Okay, you can continue asking me questions. My audio's still good.
Yeah. So
Did my camera just go on? Did my camera just go on me?
that is
Because I'm
wild.
plugging it back in. That's weird. I think my camera just went on me.
Yeah.
No, because it's still lighting up. Like, the white lights are coming on the camera. That is weird. I'm talking about the States and not saying nice things about the States, and all of a sudden this goes.
Yeah.
I'm sorry about that. I'm sorry about my camera's gone.
Oh, you're fine, bud. Uh, let's see. About the global ghost hunt, can you tell us how that originated, got started?
Um, let me just try this. Sorry. What is going on with my camera? Maybe it's at my actual. Maybe it's my actual. It's not the camera. It's my laptop. Maybe it's my laptop. That's weird. Well, I apologize for that. I don't know why my camera disappeared like that.
Oh, you're fine.
But Global Ghost Hunt really started. It was with another group that kind of did the same thing, but I decided not to stay with them, so I decided to start my own. I'm a
Yes.
huge advocate on preserving these haunted locations that seem to be disappearing every year.
Yeah.
And I'm big on these groups that are not getting the recognition that they deserve, like
Yes.
real paranormal investigators going out there doing real investigations, not like going out to a place and yelling and screaming and leaving a place running and stuff like that and yelling and putting in fake stuff. And so my whole purpose with Global Ghost Hunt was not only recognition for the locations, but recognition for the real teams that are going doing the real work, real investigations.
Yeah.
So that's really how Global Ghost Hunt started. And originally I was only thinking about doing it once a year, but
Yeah.
then it ended up being twice a year, which ended up being a lot. So in our first year, we did extremely well in our first year.
Yeah.
And the views and the places that we were getting and the teams that we were getting, it dropped off a little bit in the second year. Now it's starting to pick up again in the third year. So, but we're not doing it twice a year anymore. We're only doing it once a year. Well, at least this year.
Yeah.
So we're doing it this year in October 16th to the 26th. So if people are interested, they can go over to globalghosthunt.com, sign up your team. And basically what we do is we have a 10-day event, and either you can record or you can go live. And that was the difference from the other group to this group. They only
Yes.
had it one day. And if you weren't able to go live and something was wrong, you were basically SOL. So
Yeah.
this, I wanted to do it at least 7 days to 10 days. So
Yeah.
people had an opportunity um, to if they something happened with their live, at least they could record it and then they could send it to me and we can play it during the event.
Uh,
So, but what we suggest to people is if they're going to be entering and they're going to be recording, do it before the Global Ghost Hunt
yeah.
and then send us your recording, which is an hour and a half. Send us an hour and a half of recording and we'll play it live during the 10 days.
Um,
And yeah, so
can we get that link dropped down for the Global Ghost Hunt?
yeah, it's just globalghosthunt.com.
Okay. Uh, let's see. All right, Spirit Brothers, appreciate you coming in. Thank you so much. How many teams are you expecting this year for the Global
Right
Ghost?
now we have I think 12 teams. We have 12 teams right now. And then obviously everybody on the admin goes out and does their investigation as well. So we're
Yeah.
looking at probably 18, 19. We're hoping to have at least 30. So we'd
Okay.
love to have 10 more teams sign up. And you know, you still have another month because the closing for signing up is at the end of August. The last day of August, that's the last day you can sign up. Because it takes a lot to plan and you know scheduling and all these different types of things.
Yeah.
So and then with that, with the Global Ghost Hunt this year, you're going to get a promo video which will be sent out in October, and then you get a thumbnail for the event with your team picture if you want. That will come out in September. So
Okay.
you get a promo video and you get a thumbnail to help yourself promote that you're going to be part of Global Ghost Hunt.
Okay.
Usually it's 4 things. Usually we give 2 thumbnails, two promos, but this year it's only one of each.
Okay.
And then also, if you sign up, you automatically get entered into a draw that you can win from our sponsor, Deluxe Supplements. You get to win 4 products from Deluxe Supplements, and that's a value of between $200 to $300. So you automatically get entered into that draw.
Mhm.
And then this year, we're doing something a little bit different. Anybody that signs up, they have an opportunity to be part of our documentary series because after the Global Ghost Hunt, we're going to be putting together a documentary. There are going to be some rules and regulations to be part of this documentary.
Yeah.
Like, we're not going to be taking any video from your phone. It's all going to have to be from a camera
Yeah.
for obvious reasons. Yeah, so there's going to be certain rules and regulations that you'll need to follow to be part of the documentary, which will come out after the Global Ghost Hunt. So, yeah, so there's a lot of things to be excited about when you sign up. And then obviously, if you're going live, you're going to get the recognition and your location and yourself deserve. And, it's going to be shown on Facebook. It's going to be shown everywhere. And the great thing when it's on Facebook, it gets shared all over the world because we have people on the admin team that are all over the world. So they'll be sharing it everywhere. So
I was getting ready to ask you how many people that you have doing this, or are you doing it by yourself?
no, we have, I think we have 10 people right now, 12 people, somewhere in that area. And yeah, we have about 10 or 12 people on, about 10 people on the admin staff. And some are from the UK, some are from the States, me being here in Canada. So once you go live and once it goes up on Facebook, it goes everywhere. And it's not shared like 10 times, it's shared like 80, 90, 100 times.
Yeah.
So that's how it's able to get all over the world. Tell me when you go live on Facebook, it's going to be shared. Your video is going to be shared 90 to 100 times.
Yeah.
It's not. It's just, So that's how it's seen everywhere because we have people everywhere and they share it to everywhere. And, we have somebody on our team right now. As a promo goes up, it's shared. She shares it to 50 different pages.
Yeah.
So that's what happens when you're part of Global Ghost Hunt. You're going to get the recognition that you deserve. So, it's a lot of work, but it's a lot of fun at the same time. Me and Matt have a lot of fun.
Yeah.
So, I don't like how I'm just black, to be honest. What is going on here? Is it maybe Restream?
I couldn't tell you. You can go out and come back in if you want. Maybe
try.
That might work or something.
Yeah, let me come back and I'll come back in. Or let me go out and come back in. Give me a second here.
Okay. Yeah, while he's doing that, coming back in, we're going to still be talking a little bit more about the Global Ghost Hunt. We want to try to get it out there. If anybody that wants to do that.
There we go.
There we are.
I don't think it was my camera. I think it was Restream.
Possibility.
Yeah, there you go. So so there's a lot of good There's a lot of good reasons why you should join the Global Ghost Hunt. And over the last couple of years, we've also found that we've had teams that are just brand new teams that are getting their names out there, and it's a good way for them to get the experience and get known. And so this year we have some teams. Obviously, we have teams coming back. We got Abyss coming back. We got another. Most of all the other teams are new, but there was just a team that signed up, and they were in the first year of the Global Ghost Hunt, I believe, or the third event we did. But they're coming back. So there's a lot of good teams. I think we actually have an investigation that's going to be done at a house that's going to be up in an attic. And I think it's her grandfather's house or something like that. So it's going to be really different this year. And, it's going to be, and it's different every year, to be honest, but it's a lot of fun. And the biggest thing this year, and I haven't mentioned it yet, the biggest thing, it's free this year. Because normally there's an entrance fee. Yeah. This year it's free. So there's no reason why you shouldn't be joining. It's free.
Yeah.
So, So it's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be a lot of fun. Again, it's a lot of work, but at the end of the day, it's a lot. It's just a lot of fun, and we get to meet a lot of great people, see a lot of great investigations, and seeing what people are doing on their investigation. And that's another thing that I think all of us think is pretty cool on the admin team is we get to see all these other teams and their different styles and techniques.
That's what I was getting ready to ask you. You'll see a lot of different styles.
Yeah.
Like Vicky does some stuff different than what we do. Then watch Matt. He does things different. I like to go there and say.
Well, that's because Matt is different.
To me.
That's because Matt is different.
I couldn't investigate Matt. He's running all over the place. I'll be like, man, can you hang on a second? Let me catch my breath.
You know what? Matt's like, for me personally, on how I look at it, Matt's like a little child in a candy store when he's doing an investigation. It's just because he loves it so much, and he's been a fantastic person.
we had fun down on the battleship when he came. I mean, that
Yeah,
was so much a blast. That was,
yeah. The North Carolina would look like an incredible place to investigate.
yeah.
And I think the downside, and not taking anything away from your investigation, I think the biggest, probably one of the biggest issues that you guys had is you had way too many people there.
Oh yeah,
Way too many people there. I find that if you're going to be in an abandoned building or something like that, and it's like really hard to run into that other person.
yeah,
But if you're in like a battleship, you're going to be running into those people a lot.
yeah.
And I think that was the biggest issue there, that you guys had way too many people there.
Yeah.
I think that was an investigation that maybe should have been 3 or 4. How
Yeah.
many? You guys had something like 15 or something like
Yeah,
that, right?
we had right at 21 people.
There you go.
Yeah,
Like that's just way too many for an investigation, because then you got to worry about outside noise.
yeah. Next time when we do it, we're gonna make up in groups like 5 per
Mm.
levels and investigate for about an hour or two. Then we're gonna switch, take a break, and then everybody switch once on top deck, go down the very bottom, come up that way.
Yeah.
That's what we're gonna
But
do.
even still, organizing something like that's a pain in the butt.
That was our very
Yeah.
very first event.
Yeah.
I was a new
Yeah.
team and very first thing, and I
That
was scared to death too. So
that's why I try to avoid like not going with it. Like if I like when I was in the UK, there was like I think that at the most I think there were 6 or 7 of us
yeah,
at the most. But I think if it got any further than that, then there's a lot of other things you have to be concerned
yeah,
about, like the outside noise. Like if they're at one side of the building and you're at this side and you hear something and go, "Oh, what was that? Oh, that was probably the people, on the other side of the building." And that's when the investigation becomes very, very difficult,
yeah,
especially if you're going through your editing and all that stuff, because then you have to be careful. If you heard a stream, okay, was that a stream for paranormal, or was that somebody that got scared during your investigation? So those those are things I avoid, and that's why myself personally, a lot of times when I go out on investigations, there might be one or two other people there, and that's it.
yeah,
And then I always try to stick together. I don't always try to separate, because then you have to worry about those things.
yeah,
So if you're all together, like one or like 3 of you or 2 of you, there's no issues.
yeah.
You're all hearing it at the same time, possibly. So
Also, I remember you was talking about that you said you didn't get scared that much on
no,
locations.
no,
Uh, have you ever got like that one that you wouldn't want to go back to?
yeah, oh yeah. There's the place I was talking about earlier, the sawmill.
Yeah,
It's about 6 hours, 5.5, 6 hours from here. It's just outside of Ottawa. It was an abandoned sawmill, and there was 4 of us there, 2 camera people, and then me, and then there was a woman by the name of Patty, and she's a medium. As soon as we drove past the place, Patty was saying, "I'm not even going to go in." And so we were walking up to the place to go in, and like, soon as you get in there, you can feel the thickness. You can feel how thick it is in the air, how thick the air is. And yeah, that was probably, like I said, I don't get scared very often, but that place I got scared. Um, there was, and what happened there, 2 people died at the same time.
yeah,
They got in a fight, and it was over money, and they both died at the same time. They both killed each other.
no,
And so there's a lot of negative energy there, and we captured EVPs
yeah,
off the camera mic. Like, it was pretty incredible, and they were saying Patty's name,
mm,
and it was just, you can just sense, and it's been closed for like 40 years, and you could just sense that there was death there.
yeah,
And I will say, the one saving grace, that it was pretty funny, is Um, uh, we had 2 camera people there. Ace, great cameraman. He filmed a lot of my stuff in the early days of when I first started with Hauntphobia. But my other camera person, she's not really a camera person,
Mhm.
but she did great. But we couldn't use a lot of her footage because she was shaking so much during the investigation. Like she was scared. That's
Yeah.
how scary this place was. Like we went upstairs and it was like we went to the second floor and it's like, okay, none of us want to be here. None of us.
Yeah.
Like we're just doing this the whole time. Like we heard something over there, we heard something over here. It was just like it was scary. And and yeah, not a place I don't think I would ever go back to, but a place that I will always talk about
Yeah. That's
because it's pretty incredible how. And you know, I've never, like, with all the places that I've gone to over my time of doing this, I've never ever, like, even with that my first investigation with that demonic, um that was nothing compared to this place that we went to. And
yeah.
like you were afraid, like, honestly, Jonathan, you were afraid to move because you were afraid something was going to happen to you.
Yeah.
That's how scary it was. Like I remember you were at one place and I think you got scared or something like
Yeah.
that and you
Yeah.
took off.
Yeah.
Like
The bridge.
that Jonathan, that is like a playground
Yeah.
compared to this place.
Yeah.
It's like going to like Disneyland where you went. This place, as soon as you walk in, you know right away, okay, there is death here.
Yeah.
And I don't know if that's maybe why they closed. I don't know. But it's been closed for like 40 years or something like that. And I don't know why it's still sitting there, to be honest. Like, honestly, somebody should tear it down.
Yeah.
But, and of course, I'm glad they didn't. But, yeah, that was probably one of my top places. Um, I would never, ever go back, but I love talking about.
Yeah. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I wish that I didn't run that night, but it was first it scared me, but it wasn't like that. But second time now I was at the truck and it was right beside of me and I was ready to get going, you know.
Yeah, yeah. Hey, listen, we I think as paranormal investigators, we all encounter that one place that scares the shit out
Yeah.
of us,
It
to be
just
honest.
it's
So,
just something there that it didn't really I wasn't expecting that night.
yeah. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think for me personally, when I walk into an investigation, I'm pretty well. I don't expect anything. I
Yeah.
and I think if you go in with an open mind and an open heart, that hopefully positive things will happen, not negative things.
Yeah.
But I pretty well go in not expecting anything,
Yeah.
and I think really that's the way to do it.
Yeah.
Um, I see a lot of videos and stuff like that of people walking in and just mistreating the spirits and stuff. Like I've seen that a lot.
Yeah.
I go in with an open heart and open mind. And I think that's why I always tend to get a lot of contact from spirits, and
Yeah.
also because I can see them as well. But um, I just go in, like, you've seen my videos before. You know how respectful I am
Yeah.
when I walk into a location. I don't disrespect the ghost because it's not my place.
Yeah.
Like, would you want somebody walking in your place and disrespecting you? Of course not. And so I go in very respectful with an open mind and an open heart. And I think that's why I do so well in my investigations. And I at least capture something
Yeah.
to give to the audience in some way or another. So, and obviously towards my investigations as well. But um, I think that's some of the biggest issues that we have in this industry, that
Yeah.
people go in with the wrong intention.
Yeah, there's also too, like, you can tell which one is the real investigator because when you go in, you spend 2 hours, 3 hours at a location, You know, you don't always get something every single time you go. Because I've been to the bridge and didn't get nothing. And
Yeah.
sometimes I've been to the bridge and everything's jumping off. You know.
Yeah. And maybe I don't know. I I'm not trying to toot my own horn or anything like that,
Yeah.
but anytime that I've gone into an investigation, I've captured something
Yeah.
on every investigation that I've been to.
Yeah.
Whether it's one thing or 30 things, I've
Yeah.
always captured something.
Yeah.
And I think that's because the way I go into these places, into these investigations.
Yeah.
And I think you have to, as an investigator, you got to go in with an open mind and open heart. And I'm telling you, if you go in that way, you're going to get better reaction than going in and being a jerk
Yeah.
or being skeptical as well. Skeptical is another one I think as well is could be an issue for some people. If you're like, I walked in with a place with one guy that he's a skeptic, and yes, we captured stuff, but not at that moment. We only captured stuff because I watched the video back.
Yeah.
But it's interesting why some of them want to talk and why some of them don't.
Yeah.
But I think that has to do with the person walking in.
Yeah.
That's my belief.
We
So
normally have some good stuff there at the bridge, but I mean, I know like 3 or 4 times we've been there, we didn't get nothing. You know, the atmosphere of the area was like down a lot. But now, when the mountain was on fire, when Sourtown Mountain was on fire that day,
yeah,
that night, now we got some crazy stuff that night.
yeah.
Every
But I can almost guarantee if you captured something there once, I guarantee that you captured something else. You just didn't catch it.
yeah. I never go back and look at any of my videos that I did because I don't like to see myself on camera or nothing like that.
Oh,
I sound weird, but
so you don't go over your videos when you do them?
nah,
Really?
yeah.
You get somebody else to do it?
Well, my dad does once in a while. My
Okay.
cousin names will do it and stuff
Because
like that.
just because you didn't hear or see anything from you being there doesn't mean you didn't catch anything. Maybe you did. You just didn't look at the video.
Well, we did capture the 2 pictures. I think I showed you the pictures that we caught at the bridge of the face of the with the horns and stuff,
Okay.
and the screams, the 2 screams.
Well, there you go. There you go. Yeah, I agree with what DNM said there. I think the mindset, intention, and being properly equipped will produce some responses. I agree with that. I do agree with that for sure. Um, I think I think I think a lot of people that I associate myself with do the same thing. They go in with an open mind and an open
Yeah.
heart, and they tend to get a lot of evidence. And I think that's the only way to go in. Open mind and open heart, and you're liable to catch something. But you have to look back at your videos.
Oh, I got some I do look back
Yeah.
on. There's a lot I don't.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
Let me ask you this, and we will try to get it closed up.
Okay.
What what is one of your favorite pieces of equipment, and why you like to use that? Uh,
You know my answer for that one. Right? You know my answer for that one, right? Yeah.
I know.
Yeah. And you wanted to finish off that question?
Yeah.
You want to finish off that question because I cut you off before you
No,
finished.
that's what just whatever you why you like to use that. piece of
Yeah.
equipment.
Well, if anybody in the room knows David Taylor, David Taylor is the one that started calling me the SB7 Whisperer. And that's where I got the name SB7 Whisperer because I capture a lot of fantastic evidence with my SB7. So that is my favorite piece of equipment, SB7. And then obviously the recorder would be my next one. I'm very, very basic when it comes to my investigations. I don't have a lot of fancy stuff. I might have a cat ball to light up,
Yeah.
or I don't even have the cat balls that light up. I have the cat balls that have the bell in them.
Yeah.
And I've used those a couple of times, but I have worked with the cat balls that light up. But me personally, I love my camera, my SB7, and my voice recorder. And I use the voice recorder on the phone.
Yeah.
I find that for some reason, my voice recorder it is really, really good, and it captures a lot. I'm telling you, this voice recorder could probably capture a flea farting from 5 miles away.
Yeah.
It's really, really good. And so those are the things that I love. I don't love all this fancy stuff. Honestly, it's just not me.
Yeah, you
Um,
really don't need a lot of things.
no.
Just few things that
Yeah.
sports can actually, mess with and to communicate with you through. That's pretty much.
You know what? And I don't fault anybody for using all that stuff. By all
Yeah.
means, go ahead, and if that's the way you want to investigate. But for me personally, SB7 camera and voice recorder, and that's it. And then myself,
Yeah.
myself. You're the best piece of equipment. Yourself is your best piece of equipment.
Yeah.
And and what I mean by that is if you're walking into a situation and if your gut's telling you not to be there, don't be there.
Yeah.
So you're your own best piece of equipment, to be honest. So, yep, those are my things.
That's cool. That's cool.
Yeah.
Well, so we hit everything about the global ghost hunt. That was mainly for tonight. Anything you want to add to that, or
No, I'm good.
okay,
I think that's pretty well it.
okay,
Thank you for
well,
having me on.
no
That
problem.
that hour went really quickly.
It sure did, surely
Like,
did.
what the heck?
Uh,
Like, what is going on? That just flew by. But you know what? I've been on your show a couple times, and it always feels that way. It always
it,
goes by really, really quickly.
it,
And I always love being on your show. You
uh,
should ask me more.
oh,
I'm just throwing that out there. So
I wish you could come on all the time. That'd be pretty cool.
yeah.
I'm gonna try to get you and Matt on at the same time,
Oh, that'd be cool.
and talk about the global ghost hunt together and stuff like that
So I
too.
won't be able to talk at all then. Matt will do all the talking. Matt will get in there and do all the talking. I won't have there. I won't. There will be no time for me to speak if Matt's on the same show with me.
Uh, yeah, I do enjoy watching the global ghost hunt. I want
Yeah.
y'all get everything set up, the schedule, send it to me, and I'll post it on my
Yeah.
Facebook group.
I thought, is it still possible that you might be meeting up with Matt?
There's a possibility somewhere here.
Yeah. No, like meeting up with Matt on their global ghost hunt investigation?
Uh, there's a possibility.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Paranormal Witch. I haven't seen. Is that Paranormal Witch from? I think I know her. I'm sure I know her.
She comes in my chat a lot here.
Okay.
She's down around Texas area and stuff like that.
Okay. Maybe not the same person. But thank you. I appreciate it.
No problem. I appreciate you coming on. Anytime you want to talk about the global ghost hunt or whatever, I'm gonna start promoting this out. So
Thank you. I appreciate it.
and hopefully we can overwhelm your team mark that you got your goal set for your team.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you.
50 teams in there.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
So thank you so much for being here. Appreciate you, and I will let you go. And
Thank you.
thanks everybody for being here, and see y'all later.